Welcome. I'm Amy, an intuitive spiritual teacher, peace minister, healer, law of attraction coach, pet psychic, true love guru, and your biggest cheerleader. Serving the whole world from my headquarters in Texas, I'm here to guide and empower you through this great awakening in truth and consciousness. Join my private membership association today at awakenedalliance.org, where you can purchase an emergency, video, or remote reading. Join my daily boost subscription for extra energetic support. Ask a question on my Ask Amy Q&A, including true love spreads. Talk with other like-minded people in my forum, or even sign up for personal mentoring. Always check beneath my videos for my latest links and timestamps, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Hey everybody, just a couple of reminders from Spirit. The winks from the universe that I do for the daily boosters, the daily boost subscribers, they, now I'm starting to get like ringing in my ears from the angels when they want me to go write something down for you guys. This morning, they said to keep doing your Qigong. Some of you have only been doing it like once or twice a day, and you've got some pretty serious things going on. So when you have anything chronic or anything that's like a really big deal, you really should be doing it 3 to 5 times a day. So that's one reminder. Another is to pay more attention to and be more self-aware when it comes to things that are going on around you with your pets and or your kids or whatever. It's good to have, like, I have a pet deck, a pet oracle deck, if you guys want to take a look at it sometime, that can really help you to, I get text messages and things, not text messages, but like messages on WhatsApp and Telegram and stuff, mostly, of you guys letting me know how the cards have really, really helped. If your pet is misbehaving or acting in a certain way that's kind of different, instead of getting irritated and being like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? Or anything like that. Stop for just a moment, stop your work, stop whatever you're so-called busy with, just stop for a moment, ask Spirit, is something wrong right now? And then if you get a yes, then you can say, all right, so if you can talk to your child, then you can say, what's going on, and look your child in the eye and stop everything and be like, what's going on right now? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? If it's a pet, go take a moment to go pull like 3 oracle cards. If you find out, and for that matter, if you find out anything going on, any kind of crazy news going on or anything, grab a world truth card, a few world truth cards. So just remember that that's one way that Spirit can let us know what's going on around us. But sometimes we just get like in tunnel vision, and we're working on a project, or we're trying to get work done, or we're trying to get ready for work or whatever. And things will irritate us that are around in the environment. So just go past the irritation, stop yourself, and an ounce of prevention, right? Just if you just have a little bit of prevention about what's going on and try to help the situation that's happening, then it could really, avoid or prevent something bigger happening down the road from you not listening. So try to be on top of things that seem like distractions, because they could actually be even more important and even more costly than you just paying attention in the moment, and use your intuition. Is she okay? Is he okay? Is there something going on I need to address? Should I pull some cards? Which card should I pull? The Spirit deck is really good as well. So take a look at my Oracle deck. It's on my website under, I believe, Oracle cards or cards or something, or just look in the store. You can find the Oracle cards there. Okay. So, and also there was like a little a little wink for you guys. When I went to make this video, I found that like a piece of paper on the floor and it says fashion. So I guess if you were wondering which industry to go into or something, or if you were wondering whether to be more fashionable or something like that, like that's a hint or a clue for you or confirmation for you. And they just really obviously wanted you to know that. Especially where it pertains to jewelry, because it says fashion jewelry. It starts to say jewelry, but it cuts off the jewelry and it says Jew, fashion Jew. So I don't know which part's going to pertain to you. It could be fashion jewelry, but like not real jewelry. That's why it's cut in half. You know, it could be, I don't know, whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you, if it confirms something for you, then awesome. 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 Okay. I want to put a shout out to Mighty, and I wanted to pick a spirit oracle card for you as to an animal that's helping you at this time. And then we have, I'll pull a sea creature for you too, because we have sea creatures today. What sea creature wants to help Mighty today? An octopus. Okay. An octopus. So you might want to look up the meaning of octopus and see where it might pertain to you. All right. So what animal spirit card? What? Okay. That just came tumbling out. Raccoon. Inventor. It says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and juggle them well. So you are better at what you think than you think. And be within your integrity and figure out a way to do it within your integrity. Have the ingenuity to claim whatever it is that you want and do it within integrity. That's interesting. And don't trick. Okay. That makes me curious. Like, do we want another one of these, or do we want a spirit card? Another one of these. Okay. Dolphin, play. And this could be a clue on the other one. This is what it looks like. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm gonna set this over here for now. And then we have the questions. The octopus can come off now. The octopi. Somebody just said the octopi. Whatever it is. For multiple. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's kind of a little hit for somebody, a little synchronicity for somebody. Huh. That's really interesting. Octopus turned into octopi. Like multiple. Okay. Hang on just a moment. I got to do something. Okay. Prioritize. Don't get too distracted right now. Set your priorities. Make headway in everything, but especially the things that are like the most important to you. Not the things that are pressing on you and pressuring you most, but the things that are truly most important to you. Make those a priority right now. Okay, so 5148. 5148 gets a submarine. So you might want to look that up and see if submarine has any kind of a symbolism or what that might mean for you, like sinking down beneath something to see it, right? to see it clearly. All right. So what is the biggest blockage from a past life I can remove right now? What is that? I actually saw a green octopus for some reason. Why a green? Was she a green octopus? Yes. Oh, they're making me think of a skunk too. And I'm seeing the black ink that they spray, the octopus sprays. The thing about skunks is they're one of my spirit animals because they really don't want to spew the octopus don't want to spew their ink, and the skunks don't want to spew their stink or their ink at all if they don't have to, because you have to build up to it for a long time. You have to try to, from what I understand, and then it's all gone within just a second. So then you have to build back up to it again, and I don't know if it's a lot of work or it's exhausting or it hurts to do or what it is, but there's something about it where they really, really want to reserve the ink or the stink for a very, very special occasion. So that means that they will work to any end to have harmony and to have, they will go to the end of the earth to get along with everybody and everything and to create harmony and peace. And they want everything to be wonderful, really nice, really beneficial, all of that kind of stuff. Because if they have to stink you, then it's a bother, it's a mess, and all kinds of stuff. And same with the ink. So I think they're bringing that up because I feel like you used to, this is so funny, prematurely ink. I wonder if this leads into another life. Yes, it leads into another life where you had that problem as a young man, as a man. But yeah, when you were younger, you used to have that issue, and it made you very insecure when you grew older. However that fits, I have no idea. You'll have to contact, when spirit gives you these things, it's just like, what does that have to do with anything? I hope you're catching my drift right now. Okay. If not, then message me on Telegram and be like, what were you talking about when I was the boy, and what I was, yeah. Okay, so back to prematurely inking. So it feels like you would throw out your ink before, you really knew that there was substantial danger. In other words, you acted too quickly. You threw your ink out there, and then you'd realize something wasn't a threat. So I feel like something about that, and you almost got made fun of by the other octopuses because they were just like, oh boy, here we go again. And so it's kind of like the boy that cried wolf in a way, because you were alarmed at everything. And it's like, why, they always wondered, like, why are you so scared of everything? Like, can you just wait and see if it's actually in actual danger and get it confirmed before you go running around squirting your ink all over, and then none of us can see anything, that kind of thing. You could go back if you want to heal this. Well, we could do it now if you want to. Usually I would do this like over the phone so that we could, talk it through together. But basically, the gist is that all you have to do is go back to that moment when you are, okay. I don't know. For some reason, I felt like I didn't say your order number, which is 5148. Sorry. But I think I did though. So I don't know why that came up either. So that might be interesting as well, as like going by a number or calling yourself a number, or those numbers 5148 you might want to look into. So basically go back to that past life. Imagine being an octopus, go into like a meditation, get real quiet within yourself. Wow, it just got like really, really quiet here. Like somehow this is really important. Spirit is just like quiet on the other side. Like they're like, whoa, like a pin dropped. Okay, so Go back to a past life when you were where you were this octopus, and imagine your life going around squirting everything. The second you hear a sound or the second something moves, you squirt at it, right? And how exhausting that would be when you consider everything that I just said, like that it's hard to build it back up again, and or maybe read up on it, what that entails or whatnot. Just constantly in stress mode, fight or flight mode, and what that would do to your system, how that would stress you out. And then you can go back and you can talk to the octopus in your mind. So, like all of our past, all of our future, all of our timelines are happening at the same time right now. They're all in parallel realities, but they're all just happening simultaneously. So you could go back or be the with the octopus and talk to it, and you can choose to make a different decision. You can choose to be a bit more cautious and hesitant and be the observer instead of be the reactor. Instead of trying to protect yourself, just look around and just pay more attention and just like pull back and go, I suspect there might be something that's about to happen or something. Let me just pull back into the shadows and let me just kind of watch, or let me do some research, or let me find out some more information. Let me ask about this. But doing so from a more detached standpoint, that instead of feeling like you're having to protect yourself, you want to be the observer of that. Now, I just talked a bit about that on my Telegram channel, and I shared a video about the observer phenomenon in metaphysics and quantum mechanics and things, quantum physics. So maybe go watch that video to see it truly does transform something by observing it from a detached standpoint. So go back. Maybe that's why they're having you do it with the octopus in the past life, is because maybe doing it in this life is a little too personal. Maybe you're too attached to the person that you are in this life. So they're having you go back and work on it with the octopus, which is perfect. It's awesome. It's great. That's part of the way they designed it. So just go back and give the octopus some more confidence and help it to trust life more, help it to trust God more, spirit, its own instinct and intuition, and give it a little confidence boost. And then, interesting. Okay, so the way that you died in that life made absolute perfect sense. You were speared. It looks like you were speared because they saw your ink. Because they wouldn't have seen you otherwise. Whoever, it was like a human that drove a spear through you, and they were purposely looking for octopuses. I don't know if it's for their ink or what they were after, but it's because you spewed the ink that they went right after you. So it actually made you a target. Interesting, right? So go back and you can avoid that death in that life by getting on top of it now, teaching the octopus all these different things. And then you can picture a different outcome. You can picture the hunter coming with the spear, and you see it. And here comes that moment of your death in one timeline. And you can go back and go, okay, I see him. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay directly into the boat. I'm not going to go out on the sides. I'm going to go down deep. I'm going to slink back, pull back, and take a look at the situation. And that saves you. And then claim that saved me in that past life because I was wise and I pulled back. And then, and then you essentially get yourself on another trajectory or another timeline where that didn't happen. And it's going to not perpetuate that belief, the fear belief, because not only were you already afraid so much, but then it's like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way that it ended up getting you killed. So it's carried forward into this life and whatnot. But if you go back and you get yourself on a different timeline, a different trajectory, that's not going to have so much weight over you anymore, because that never happened, because you wisened up and you got smart and you learned the right way to navigate that whole situation. So now it's going to have a lot less of a hold on you. Okay. So we've just done all that. You can do more work on it if you want to. But if I were on the phone with you, I would be talking you through, having you feel all of it. I would have you tell me what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. You might be having goosebumps and crying and things like that if we were on the phone, but we're just on here. So I am going to do a blissing to help kind of anchor in what we've done here and what you're about to do if you do something on your own, to help further disconnect that whole idea from you, yeah, all of that. So you're just going to be more centered in the moment and not so worried about every little thing that happens. And so we're going to also erase some trauma or take some trauma off you from this life, even things that kind of reiterated and confirmed that story that you should really be on the lookout, you know. Hama shashena taike he laan hapa opoma ona ai hala sanse shikena I tatain hala pehe poma ona I shin tatai I feel like for you, for some odd reason, I guess it's not that odd. Healing happens for you at a deep level in an audio way. So making sounds, toning, crystal balls, anything that you can hear. Ted Winslow has a free album. It's called The Angel. Like his Angel album is free. If you go to his website, tedwinslow.com, you could download that. That'd probably be very beneficial for you. But I would get into like Qigong sound healing or something like that, because I feel like you would really, you could protect yourself that way, putting out sound. But there, it just, and I'm feeling my like my whole body vibrate with my voice right now. So there's something very powerful with your voice that you're able to tone things, and you need to like hone in on that ability from a different past life, probably, yes. That can help you to heal that, because you will feel more protected and you will know what to do. Instead of spewing your ink, you can go, oh, or whatever you want to do, and boom, gone. And whatever's coming at you is going to be like, and go the other direction. It'll ward off any kind of conflict. They just said conflict. Feels like you're a conflict avoider too. Okay. So and your other question is, what does spirit want to tell me right now about what's coming in for me in the near future? It's so funny because a friend of mine, I don't know, kind of did me a favor recently. And when she did, it kind of made her late for work, I guess, or kind of like she was running out the door. She's like, I would normally feel into my day today, but I can't because I'm running out the door. Like, could you feel into it for me? And I was like, yeah. So I did. And I listed off a number of different things I felt would happen for her today. And one of the things was that she would be given something very sweet and yummy. And now she doesn't normally ever have anybody give her any kind of food or anything. I mean, aside from like going to work and there's food out on the table or whatever from other employees or whatever. But somebody brought her in a piece of cake. And she was like, oh my God, Amy, I can't believe it. So I just thought that was so funny and such a random thing. I was like, I think somebody's bringing you something really yummy. She goes, and it was really good. Okay, so what's coming up for you in the near future that you need to be aware of? Oh, I just saw an alligator. Are these harsh words coming at her? Yeah, somebody's going to be very, very sensitive. It's kind of like, you know how an alligator, if you put a feather in its mouth, it'll clamp down. Somebody's kind of so sensitive about you and something that you've said to them, or something that you could say to them or whatever, that they're waiting with their jaws open for you to put a feather in their mouth, and then they're going to chomp and they're not going to let go. It's like I see like a pit bull clamp, like, and then they start turning and trying to drown you. So it's like a trap in a way. Is it somebody she's really close to? Yes. Is it a relative? Yes. Is she not pan? Ah, wow. Ouch. Gosh, it hurts my heart. Why do you have this person in your life? Oh, this person is horrible. It has a feminine energy. I guess it could be male, but it feels feminine to me, and it feels vicious. It just feels horrible. Like I don't. If you guys, as in general, the audience right now, like if you have somebody in your life that's that horrible that you don't even want to be around them, and that you just, your hackles go up on your back even being around them, then don't. You don't have, there's nothing you have to do in life. There's nothing you have to do ever. Just don't do it. Sometimes we have to give ourselves permission to not be appropriate, or to do the right thing, or to do that. It's like, who says it's the right thing to go suffer in somebody's energy if they're that horrible and venomous? It's just, don't fall for it. Like, don't even go. Like, what, or why don't you have like a different, like, you could have a different party and not invite that horrible person, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, those guys should have consequences. Those people who act like that should have consequences and not get to have people over anymore. If they're that horrible of people that how else are they going to learn their lesson? If everybody comes to their party and they're all fake and they're all acting like, oh, we're so glad to be here. You know what I mean? So whoever this is, I just feel like, dude, at least if you feel like you super have to go, put some massive protection around you before you go. Like, and make sure, and do not interact with her. Don't even make eye contact with her. Don't be anywhere around her. And so I guess if you guys have to do something, like, I know that we never really have to do anything. We can just sit and do nothing if we want, literally. And it can work out for us as long as you're one with God, being present in the moment. You can do whatever you want to. So please never feel obligated to have to go be around horrible people. And I know we're coming up on the holidays, but you really don't have to do that to get along. You can, they should have to do something to get along. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like 80% of the people will go to appease everybody, and they'll have an awful time when it's the 20% or whatever that are making the whole thing terrible. And so let's go have the 20% hang out with each other and, gossip with each other and beat each other up. And then the 80% can go have a genuinely good time celebrating and having a wonderful time. Let's separate out the parties. The awful people can go over there and be with themselves and be miserable themselves. And these people can just go have a great time. You know what I mean? Let's get those guys like in their own little clubs. Let's not reward them by going into Fakeville and acting like that's cool or somehow, or keeping the peace. Or it's like, if they're going to flail around and get angry because you didn't do as they said, and doggone, you didn't go to the party and you're causing a problem for the whole family and the whole thing is going to come crumbling. Oh my God, if you don't go to this thing because the master monster is not having its way, then guess who looks bad in that situation? The master monster. It's not, you're not doing anything wrong by standing your ground and saying, I don't want to have anything to do with that kind of energy. I'm not going, so just, I'm giving you permission right now to not have anything to do with whoever this alligator is. And I feel like it's within the next few weeks, and maybe even if you let it go longer, it could last throughout the holidays. And I feel like it's a pearl. I see a pearl in the alligator's mouth. It's almost like trying to entice you. So it knows something that you want, something that it thinks you would be like, oh, how pretty. Let me see. And reach right into the mouth. So just be careful. Just be careful of any kind of trap by somebody that you already know is a horrible person. Just don't fall for anything. If they, no, just be on the lookout. I see you doing a bunch of math, figuring something out and actually feeling really good about it. Like, oh, I finally got to the end of that problem, or, oh, I don't know if it's like inventory or like, but something that you've been kind of putting off or wanting to do for a long time, or something having to do with numbers. You're going to get to the bottom of it and it's going to feel good and it's going to bring relief. It's going to be like, okay, it's like I can relax for the holidays. But someone is going to speak a truth to you, and it's going to be like from the heart. It's going to be like they're really honestly telling you the truth. And sometimes in the past, you've dismissed their feelings And you've just been like, yeah, that's just because blah, blah, or whatever. But Spirit is encouraging you this time to truly listen to them. Like I was saying in the beginning of this video, like just really stop and say, okay, what's truly going on here? Why do you feel that way? Do you really feel that way? You know, and be a really good listener and really care. Because I feel it will be in your best interest to do that and to show the person that you do care, and you really are listening. I'm also seeing you go somewhere where there's dark water. I don't know if that means a lake. Be careful of a wet surface where you could slip on the dock or end up falling into the water or something. So just if you're going to be around any kind of water, just watch your footing. Be really careful. Anything having to do with any good stuff, any fun, cool stuff, the mending of the relationship that where you're gonna be listening to that person. That would be really good. I see like knitting, crocheting, or something like that that'll bring you a lot of peace, like learning. If there's been something you've been, like meaning to crochet more or wanting to learn how to do it, then this is your definite nod. Like, yeah, you should do that. Okay, gosh, that took a lot of time. Okay. So 5154. 5154. What animal do they get, or what sea creature or whatever? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a little clownfish. So cute. Okay. 5154. Do you see me meeting anyone soon? I've been on my own for 6 years. I just saw a yes. I feel like you guys will love the feel of holding each other's hands. I feel like people making fun of you saying, okay, too much PDA. Because you guys will be all over each other in public. I feel like he's encouraging you to play piano or something that you used to do when you were younger and no longer do. I feel like he kind of brings out some things in you that you have been kind of hiding a little bit. And he's going to encourage you to come out with that stuff. He's also going to help you sleep better for some reason. Like being with him is going to bring you a lot of peace. Not so much tossing and turning. It's like you'll sleep a lot more solid. Freedom and letting go is the way that you're going to bring this person in. So completely focus on yourself and creating freedom within your life as much as possible. And like just be as independent as possible in every way, shape, and form, especially those ways that I talk about on my channel. Because you're enabling him to do that as well. He's breaking free of, as the more you do that, he's doing it in a different way. It'll help you guys come together. Anything about him that she could know? He's bigger than you, like thicker, taller in every way. He's bigger than you. He has a humble car. So like say he makes a ton of money, but he still likes to drive his old Honda that he's had for 1,000,000 years. So that's a really good thing. That's a really good sign. He's not showy, you know. I'm not taking to say. He speaks his truth. He has integrity. Does what he says he's going to do. I don't know. He feels like a soulmate to me. If you want to look at my playlist all about true love, he kind of seems like a soulmate. He seems really solid and grounded and mature and ready, and he's definitely going to make you feel like it's made up for, for lost time. Anticipate it happening within 2 to 5 years, so you're not sitting on the edge of your seat waiting, because that kind of energy pushes that person away. If you give yourself a few years for it to happen, it'll do you good. But just know that you are attracting it, you're bringing it in. And the best thing you can do, they're saying, is to meditate. If you're already meditating, then good job. If you're not, then do it for at least like 20 minutes a day, at least. And you're going to have a new start. And I just saw a rabbit, and rabbits are about new beginnings and kind of leaping into new beginnings. You might feel a little timid at first, like a rabbit would, but once you're in it, you are going to be very, very happy with them. Yeah, he's going to help you fix sexual problems as well. Any kind of issues you've had with other people are going to be a thing of the past with this guy. Okay. Okay, so 5158, please. 5158. A crab. Okay, let me take a drink. She wants a true love check-in with her masculine. Congrats on being where you're at. That's great. I bet you're having a blast. I know I would be. Okay, so what is he thinking and feeling about her? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her? He owes you an apology. He feels like he owes you an apology. What is this going on? Huh. It's possible. Boy, kind of like, interesting. Okay. Well, the good thing is he wants to go to the next level with you, and maybe even have, like, a family with you, and have a life with you. He's trying to figure out a way to get into his integrity and take some action. He may be fighting off other people's opinions, and he doesn't really want to hear what they have to say anymore. And he's like, I'm going to break off and do my own thing, and I'm unstoppable. But he somehow also feels like he owes you an apology, and it may be for being defensive. It may also be possibly from him hiding a third party, I hate to say, or it could be that he's hiding that his family wanted him to be with a karmic, and he never told you about her, something like that. And maybe they've been trying to pressure him behind the scenes, like, you should be with this girl, and why aren't you, and giving him a lot of pressure and flack, basically. So he might say something to you about that and help heal it. He hasn't felt worthy of you, but he's trying to heal that as well. He's going deep within himself to find out why, if he pushes you away sometimes, like, why does he do that? Out of feeling unworthy. And he wants to work on that. It's like he doesn't want that behavior anymore. He feels like it's very childish and very immature. He also wants to get started on a new beginning with you and start celebrating, like getting to celebrating. He wants to make a major decision to heal something and to get really vulnerable about the karmic somehow, and get a new beginning going. He just know whatever he's got to say about somebody else. He ultimately knows that you're his dream come true, and he wants a new passionate start with you. And he believes you guys could heal each other, and you guys can be really real and authentic with each other. He thinks you guys have a really, really beautiful thing that's worth the gamble. And he's pushing all those other people away and their opinions away. He's like, yeah, I'm not listening to that. So let's get some more information here. Through these are my notes from your beloved ghost or cards about your true love if they're not talking to you and what they really think. I've been thinking of working with you on a passion project. Okay. So he could be thinking of working with you. So you might want to think about how you want to do that. I'm planning a big surprise for you to make up for everything I've put you through. Wow, that's nice. I've been living a double life and I need to make some major changes to live a more authentic life. See, there's something he's not telling you that's been pretty major in the background. I'm about to reach out, but I'm so nervous I can hardly stand it. I have so much to explain and apologize for. Just give me a minute so I can get ready. You've done nothing wrong. I'm just figuring some things out. I love you and I want you and I'm coming for you. Please just be patient. Okay. He's been seeing all kinds of signs and synchronicities that make him think of you and that you are definitely the person for him. I feel like you're too good for me. I'm afraid once you get to know me, you won't want me and could find somebody better. So, your true love has always got to get over that. Yeah, see, I'm afraid I'll push you away out of feeling unworthy. Let me work on loving myself. So just let him pull back and reflect. Don't make a thing of it. Don't don't make a big thing about what I said about what he's about to say to you about some ex or something, or like somebody they've been trying to hook him up with, because whoever it is nothing. They're no threat to you. So watch my Empress video and be in your power and just know you guys are it, not this other person. Don't even worry about the other person or even give them a thought. And whoever it is doesn't mean a thing to him. And never did. I just heard never did. And I just want to grab a couple more cards. Lightning, a sudden change, shocking news, a surprise, epiphany, upheaval, or transformation. I feel like it's a surprise he's planning. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So that kind of goes along with him feeling like he's living a double life. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation or a call in person, boundaries, still angry. So I feel like he's just avoiding it because of what he's got to tell you. And because he feels like he's, not worthy still. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from a relationship or addiction, a toxic relation. Healing from heartbreak, which is probably why he doesn't feel worthy of you, is he's got issues about what's happened in the past and stuff. And then freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. So, if it's not a woman or something or a person, then it could be an addiction he has to admit to, something like that. But something's got to come out. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract. So is this with the other person? It was a soul contract. Like they had to go through whatever they went through. It was supposed to even get him ready for you. And you're also a soul contract. So yeah, you're on the right track. You got nothing to worry about. Just be a good listener. Just be a good listener and validate him and you'll be fine. Just don't get defensive about this, whatever the situation is. Don't let it bother you. And if it does bother you, then do some work on it. Do Byron Katie on it or something. Do whatever you have to do to where it'll get you dropped into your heart and out of your head. Okay. Like work on yourself. That's what this whole true love thing is about. It's not about being with somebody. It's about working on yourself and loving yourself. Okay. Okay, 5161. That is a jellyfish. A jellyfish. Okay. Hi, Amy. Thank you for everything you do. My question is about my son, who's now 4 years old. I believe in my heart that he is a starseed like me. He's empathic and very sensitive, but my problem with him is he hardly eats food. He's very picky. There are only a few kinds of food he likes to eat, but most of them not healthy, like potato chips. Now, kettle chips are better than regular potato chips, just FYI. I had a naturopath tell me if you're going to eat chips, like have kettle chips for sure. The way that something in the way that they process them is much better for you. Okay, he used to eat more until he was 3, and he loves his formula milk. My husband thinks he has an eating disorder and wants to take him to a doctor, and we will, but I'm not sure. I thought I would ask you first. Maybe it's just a phase. Or does it have something to do with him being a starseed that he's not fond of solid food? I just got a yes with that. He doesn't even like to try anything we give him. He says it's disgusting before even trying it. His little brother of 10 months eats everything and is very curious about food. But this son seems to hate most food, even cake or ice cream or chocolate without even trying. Can you please talk to my son's spirit? What does he say? Maybe you can give us some tips about this. Thank you very much, Amy. Love from Germany. Germany's very, very close to my heart. Very, very close to my heart. So, all right. Let's see. Pama nataiken. Sheshe nahake tate isan. Okay, so well, first thing you should know about that is I would watch my video, put in my name, Amy Satori, and then the word sabbatical, which is SABBIT, Sabbat, ICAL. Amy Satori sabbatical. Watch that video. We don't need food. We okay. We don't need food. We think we need food. We're taught by society that we need food. We don't need food. We can eat pure chi. We can survive off of prana, off of chi. And yeah, the whole food thing is like a farce. And in fact, eating food is a distraction to our healing. So like I'll get to eating maybe once a day. Like I don't eat much either. I'm just like your son. I don't eat much. When I do eat something, it's super delicious and I love it. But if I have any kind of a symptom or an ailment or anything, I go into no eat mode. I don't eat so that I can go into healing. And I don't eat until the symptom is gone, whatever the symptom is. So I may not eat for like a day to 3 days or something like that. While something heals, and then I might have like a meal a day. 3 meals a day is definitely way, way too much for people to be eating. I mean, I don't know how you guys are doing it. Some of you like, yeah. I mean, 1 meal a day sometimes stresses me out. That's too much. So, and that's just since the sabbatical. I don't like food anymore, and it's becoming less and less appealing too. It's become like I feel a lot like your son actually, because I'll indulge in something thinking, oh yeah, I remember really liking that, and then I'll eat it and I'll just be like, what, and it's not that my tastes are changing. It's more that I'm looking at. Sometimes we mix our emotions in with what we eat. And it's more about like the people you're gathered with, or the company that you're sharing when you're eating, and that kind of a thing. And it's, oh, this wonderful thing that I was eating while I was, and I mean, this is how they set us up, right? The bad guys, they set us up this way to make food, to intertwine food with emotion and everything. So I've been just separating it out and just seeing it for what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the thing and be honestly assess for myself Was it worth it to put my body through hours worth of digesting rather than healing? That's basically what I ask myself all the time. Is it going to be worth me putting my body through digestion, which is very hard on it, for hours? That's just one meal, for hours, rather than healing me. Okay. When you're digesting, you're not healing. That's one thing we have to realize. And they don't want us to heal, do they? You know, they don't want us to not have cancer. They want us to be sick. They want us to have symptoms. They want us to be in pain. So, you know, I always tell anybody, if you are in severe pain or chronic pain, don't eat. Don't eat for like 21 days. Only have like water and tea or something. Or if you have parasites or yeast or any of that, anything that's like you're tired of it, don't eat for 21 to 30 days and just see what happens. You'll be so surprised how well you can handle it and how much better you feel. Okay, so having said all of that, I do feel that he is a starseed. I do feel he knows, and I do feel that he goes by vibration of something. So he may be attracted to bad stuff, kind of like I am, but the way that he loves it when he eats it, it makes it good for him. And I know that sounds crazy, but like if you absolutely love donuts and you just think that donuts are just the best, most incredible thing in the whole world, you can neutralize the toxicity of it with your intention. And I feel like he's able to do that. I mean, I have the feeling that he's not fat, and I feel like he's not breaking out all over his face, or like, I don't feel like he's got some bad symptoms. I don't feel like he does. Now, if he were having some kind of symptoms, if he looked bad, or if he, you know, behaved bad, or, you know, if there were other symptoms and things, then I would be wondering what's going on, and I might take a look at that. But it really actually feels like he's able to take what he, you know, and I do the same thing. Whatever I eat, it may be bad. It's not always bad, but sometimes it is, like a pizza or something like that, where, whoa, pizza, what are you doing eating a pizza? Like a real pizza, not homemade or any of that, like I used to make, but like a real filthy, yummy, good pizza, right? And I just love the hell out of it, and I just bliss it before I eat it. I think your son is able to do that naturally without even thinking about it. How much I feel like he looks really good. Like I feel like he looks pretty darn healthy. So I wouldn't even worry about it. The less he eats, the better, as far as I'm concerned, because while he's not eating, he's healing. So he probably will have no physical symptoms. He probably won't have any kind of issues or problems, especially if he eats as little as he's eating, and if he's really loving it. So, I mean, the way that I would deal with that situation if I was in it is, whenever he does eat, I would just be like, isn't that just the best thing in the world? You know, he grabs that pizza or that bad thing, whatever he's eating that he shouldn't. Oh man, I bet you love that thing. Let's love on it. Let's just love on it, you know, have him hold it. Ah, can we just love it before we eat it? You know, and just get him really into it. I mean, he seems to already be doing that. He seems to just do it naturally. I don't know how he's doing that, but is he flourishing? Yes. Is he doing well? Yes. Is he having any kind of an issue with it? No. Only the parents are, or the father, or whatever. This is the way society has duped us. Another way society has duped us is made us feel like we are dependent on food and things like that, and that there's bad food and good food, and you know, all those labels and stuff. So I would just drop it. I would just drop it and accept it, and feel good about it, and tell your husband, look, if he starts showing any kind of bad symptoms or anything, maybe we need to just open our minds. Maybe we're just coming into a new time, and we're not going to need food anymore. You know, I've been enjoying not eating. In fact, I can't believe that I've been saying I hate eating. I really don't like eating, because I don't like how it makes me feel. Do you guys ever get drunk and have a hangover and you're just like, why did I do that to myself? That's how I feel when I eat. Like anytime I eat, just about, I'm like, why did I do that? So it's getting to where it's really got to be really good for me to be willing to put myself through that. Like I can tell it's taxing on my body. So I don't know. I say kudos to your son. I think he's doing a good thing. And um yeah, I think that the only problem he's having is having to fight the opinions against it. But maybe just work on maybe accepting it and being okay with it and being maybe even good about it. Like like encouraging him to love whatever it is. As long as he's going to eat it, he may as well love it, right? And you're giving it to him anyway. So give it to him and encourage him to love it. It's the what causes a problem is our resistance to things. So, and if it's bad for him and he truly is bad for him and he's not doing all the stuff I'm saying, it'll align him with an energy that's going to make him reject it if it's bad for him, if he's loving it. I know that sounds really crazy, but like if you're like, this is truly the best choice for me, if you're in that energy, this is truly the best choice for me, then you will eventually say, you know what, it's actually not. So I'm going to push it away and put it over here, So um help him to feel into his intuition and kind of live by his intuition and encourage that along. I would. So, okay, hang on, I gotta pause. Okay, so I guess the other thing is that I wouldn't force him to eat 3 meals a day either. If he doesn't want to, if he doesn't feel like it, let him be. And if you can try to encourage him to do a meditation, that'd be awesome. I know that there are some guided meditations for children. So maybe find those. They're like on YouTube. Hopefully they're, feel into them intuitively to make sure that they're not tainted somehow or somebody hasn't cursed them or something crazy. But yeah, definitely try to get him being more present in the moment and, meditating, things like that too, because that'll boost his chi. Also, fruit juice. Fruit juice is full of chi. So that would be a good thing for him to be drinking too. Organic juice, like good juice will have really good chi. Not the stuff with sugar in it, not the stuff without, with added sugar or whatever. Okay. All right. So next little character. Okay, 5163. You've got a little yellowfish. I guess you could call it a goldfish, sort of, or I don't know what kind of fish that is, but maybe just look up fish. Maybe go fish. The game Go Fish might have something to do with something. Okay. Hi, Amy and the collective. I hope all is well with everyone. My original divine masculine and I just spent a whole week together. Yay. We haven't spent time like that together in 2 years. Wow. It was nice and emotionally intense as well. We had lots of good talks, laughter, and I may have shed a few tears at times. I really valued the memories we were making. I just wanted to get a true love check-in to check on his energy since he left. Also, what do you see for the future of this connection? Thanks so much, Amy. I love you. Yay. I'm so happy you guys hung out. Yay. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's take a look at how he's feeling about things now. You always go through an assessment afterwards and wish you would have said this or didn't say that or whatever. So I feel like him definitely doing some of that kind of activity. How much I feel like he's also learned a lot about karmic situations or his past karmic situations, like the ways that he was kind of duped by those people, and how you would never do that. And it makes him feel a lot of pride in you. Like I found somebody who's super incredible right now. Like I can rest in her arms. Like I can trust her. So, wow. He doesn't want you to date anybody else. He does not. Yeah, he wants to offer you. He's going to make a judgment call right now to make you a major love offer, and he's going to have his victory with you. He's had mental conflict over not feeling good enough for you sometimes, but it's like he really wants to get past that. So he's overcoming his ego. He's burdened. He's burdened with, okay, hang on a second. Let me study this properly. Huh. That's interesting. There are some things he held back from telling you. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's some definitely he was holding some feelings back, believe it or not. I mean, it sounds like he probably told you quite a bit, but he held some things back. But he will tell you eventually. And I think he's got to break free of somebody a little bit first. Maybe he's still dealing with somebody who kind of controls him or something, because you've got like the 9 of coins. I mean, I know that he does look up to you and put you up on a pedestal, and he thinks you've got everything you need and you don't really need him. That's part of it. But it also insinuates some breaking off from somebody else or from a group of people or from, somebody who's trying to control him. And he's got burden here and overcoming his ego. So something's got him burdened. Maybe he feels like you could be hiding somebody that you're in love with, somebody else you're in love with. And that could be definitely burdening him. But he really does feel like you guys could be really happy and fulfilled together. And he wants that new beginning and to heal things with you even further and he feels like he can really be himself with you. He misses you already. Another card about going forth and doing what he wants to do instead of people pleasing people. So there's somebody in this situation that's he's been people pleasing, and he's got to stop that. And he knows that. He may apologize for it or just tell you, or I feel like he wants to keep this thing going with you, and he doesn't want it to just fall. He doesn't want you to be out in the cold again like you were before. And so it's like he wants to keep checking on you and making sure you're okay. Do you have a coat? Do you have soup? Do you have, like just kind of take care of you and continue this along. He may feel like there's a bad habit he's got to kick. Something's bad for him. I think it could be drinking. Like maybe he drinks too much and he feels like it's been a problem in the past and he doesn't want that to come forward. I think he's thinking of marrying you. Yeah, but he's got to walk away from some stuff. He might still have to get away from a marriage or a contract of some sort. But he knows you're the direction he's going in, and he's really clear about that. Okay, so let me ask these other questions you were saying. Like, do you guys actually, what did you ask? Do you see a future in this connection? Yeah, yeah. Hama ashishi natai. I see you guys like making dinner together and him giving you pasta, like dropping the pasta down in your mouth. So having fun in the kitchen, playing around. And I feel like you guys slapping each other with wet noodles. Just playing around. I see you guys chasing each other like around an island, the island in the kitchen. Hatena Taike. I see a guitar, like him playing music for you at some point. Hala ana Aishin Hataike. Are they gonna have kids? Is it possible they're gonna have more kids? I feel like I don't know if he's got resistance to it if he already has a kid that's a little bit grown up, or maybe yours is grown up, so he doesn't want to bring another kid into it. If you guys both are on the same page and want to have kids, I feel like it's definitely a possibility. But I also feel like there's some kind of a concern. There's some kind of a thing you guys would have to communicate through in order to have more kids if you do want them. But I do feel it's a possibility for sure. Could they get married? Yes, they could. Very well, they could. And I feel like you guys would camp a lot. If you have other masculines, how is that going to affect her? I feel like the more time that goes by, the more it's going to be easier for you to forget about the others or the other. I don't know how many you have going on. Hapama and that chain. I feel like it is going to be fairly easy for you to focus on just the one and go forward. Yeah, and you guys are going to kind of make fun of the ones that missed out and just be like, they snooze, they lose. And saying like, what a fool that he let you go. That your man is going to be saying that. Like, what a fool that he let you go. Anything else? Definitely some peaceful times like sitting out on the back porch, enjoying. There's going to be some kind of a natural view out the back, cuddling in blankets, watching movies. I feel like the sex will be good. He sets good boundaries, so that's going to be something that you really, really appreciate. Maybe he has yet to learn that a bit because he had some people pleasing here, but yeah, in the future when you guys are married and stuff, like he's gonna be really like have your back. He won't even like, yeah, he'll be really good with boundaries. He'll be solid. They're saying solid. So, yay. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be the one that you marry because there's several, we have options still, right? Different timelines and things. Yes, it's a high possibility. 98%. 98%. So, I'm going to pull you some of these oracle cards too. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meeting, and hesitation. It's coming. You're gonna get swept up, is what I feel. Coffee cup, meeting and conversation. Savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. That's what you guys just created, and that's what he wants to keep going. And I think you guys will. Kisses, unconditionally loving. Giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Aww. Aww. Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So I think that's kind of just the mode that he's in right now is just like that reflection and looking back, and then also realizing things about yourself as a result of what the interactions have been with this person, that you meet with. Yeah. So just like, yeah, what do I truly want? Is this, just checking back in with yourself, and I'm receiving clarity so he can have his victory with you and be real clear about his intentions and whatever else. I do feel I think he knows you have somebody else on the scene, and he's really not liking that. He wants to snatch you up. Okay. All right. Now we're going to look at 5164. 5164. Seaweed. Ooh. Seaweed. I don't know what the symbolism for seaweed is, but you can look that up. Okay. True love check-in for my divine masculine. Thank you and have a wonderful week. All right. All right. What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now? Okay. He's spying on you. He's gathering more information on you. I feel like it's because he wants to reach out and say something, and he doesn't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know what that means exactly, but like maybe he wants to see if you're dating or something like that so that he doesn't reach out and ask you out, and then you tell him, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Like something like that. He doesn't want to sound like an open mouth insert foot moment, how much Shishinke? Yeah, I just saw him peeking through like bushes in the I don't know, someplace tropical, like peeking through bushes at you. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know. I would think that if you went somewhere tropical, maybe he was spying on you or had somebody spying on you. I don't know what that means. He's burdened and conflicted right now and defensive. What happened? Did you guys have some harsh words? Wow, he really wants to put a burden down and apologize. He something in your interactions or something has made him feel like he feels like he did something wrong and he wants to apologize. He really wants us to come together and he doesn't like leaving it hanging like he is. And he doesn't want you going somewhere else. He really wants to keep you to himself. So he's working hard to get some courage up to, to make you some kind of a love offer so he can nab you up. I feel like part of his defensiveness, if he was defensive with you, had something to do with, well, he said everything to do with him not feeling worthy of you. And he would admit that in time. He's saying he hasn't, wow, he's kind of blocked you out quite a bit emotionally, but he wants to tell you how he really feels. He's just got to overcome his ego. It's like he's not usually this. You pull a part of him out of himself that he's not used to. Like you make him feel a little bit vulnerable because he's like, "Whoa, I can't believe I said that to her." So maybe that makes him a little defensive. Like, how are you able to get me to talk about my feelings like that? I usually don't do that. I usually hold back. But he's transforming that and he's judging that about himself. Like, why are you so held back? Yeah, he wants the end of the difficult period of him being so insecure about things. I feel like he also sees that the karmic person that he's been with, she really screwed him over, but that's not you, and you're different than that. I feel like he's even being shown by angels how different you really are. I don't know what that means, but it's like he's being encouraged. And I feel like he knows that he can be his true self with you. He can be totally authentic with you. And I feel like he feels like sexually he can have his way with you, but in such a way that's like pleasure beyond what he's known. And I feel like it's about intimacy and closeness and taking it to the heavens. He just said, taking it to the heavens. So it could be like Tantra, wanting to learn Tantra. Yeah, he's trying not to be so held back. And he's trying to be more expressive about his feelings and not drink them away. A lot of these masculines drink their problems away and they have to learn a healthier way to cope and to get out their feelings and to share, It's an issue. It's a rampant issue with these masculines. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changed mind. So, whatever has happened between you guys, it's about to transform and you guys are going to rekindle the magic between you guys. The sex is stuck in his head. Like whatever you guys have done, like it's something he can't get over. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So I feel like this is just how he's felt being away from you, is that heartache and pain of the separation. I feel like he's had a shocking attack, like a deception from somebody in the past that he's taken out on you and been defensive about with you. And he's starting to see that. Yeah, that's made him become the runner, afraid to get hurt like that again. Running in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to the ego. Yeah, that's been his problem, but he's turning right back around. He's getting the courage to turn right back around. So he's starting to see things more clearly now. Hand of cards. Take a chance, take a risk, being strategic. Options, not showing your hand, gambling. Now, some of these masculines have been gambling as well to try to like make up for things and get more money. But he really wants to take a chance on you. And I just heard that song from ABBA, Take a Chance on Me. So he sabotaged himself, but he's working on that. I like you. I've had that song running through my head for day, like over and over and over. I like you. I do. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want a date. So there you have it. He's going to come back around, and he's not going to be as defensive as he was before. And he's really not wanting you to go anywhere. He wants you as his own, he just said. In fact, he feels a little possessive. But I think you like that. Okay. I just heard you say, well, I don't mind it. So, yeah. Okay. They said the way that seaweed moves, even something about the motion of seaweed. Okay, 5165. 5165. A dolphin. Yay. Playful. They're all about play and healing. They're incredible healers. If you guys haven't heard how they heal people when people have babies, women, then you should find out. I mean, it's pretty miraculous. Hello, Amy. I just booked a trip to Hawaii. How appropriate. In December. Can you please give me any insights on my trip? Yeah, let's see. How much has Sheena taken? I just said, is it gonna be what she's hoping for? Like all that she hopes for that it will be. And I got a yes. Almost to a fault. Like it feels regimented, it feels rigid, it feels like, I don't know, it's like a cruise. Like did you say it's gonna be a cruise? You didn't. It just feels like, you know how there's this, well, I know cruises can be really open too. It feels like you're going to make sure that everything happens as it's supposed to, as it's supposed to roll out. And everything does go really well, according to plan. I'm going to look at all these different areas. Music, romance. I feel like your heart swelling with gratitude with the romance part. It's like everything coming to this moment. That's what it feels like. Everything coming to this moment. Like there's been a long buildup, and this is like the climax. This is like, it's like you forget about the whole rest of the world and any problems back home. And it's like, you're so present in the moment, you forget that you're even a person. You're just so in your beingness, and just so enjoying the moment that you're nowhere else. You're just here. Feels so magical, and I smell the air. Just smells incredible as well, and the trips and the romance part. I'm not sure he's going to want to do like everything you're doing, but I think that's good for you to go do your own thing though too. So don't, just because he doesn't want to go, I wouldn't not go. I would definitely go to whatever you want to go to, because I feel like it's going to be really, really good for you. So go to what you want to go do. Do what you want to do. Don't let him hold you back. Are there any warnings she needs to know about? I gotta know. Except deep, 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 deep in the ocean. I have no idea what that would mean. Like it almost seems like deep, scary sea creatures in the ocean. Is she gonna be in the ocean? Yes. Is she gonna go deep enough in the ocean for it to be a threat? No. Is there will there be a near miss or anything? Kind of, almost. Does she need to avoid being out in the water? I would. If like, can she be in a boat? Does this mean just like not get in the water? Should it's a okay. Boat or get in the water? Which is better? Boat, get in the water. Boat, get in the water. Actually, getting in the water seems better than a boat. Why would that be? Would it be better for her to be in the water than to be on a boat? Something about the noise of the boat is disturbing. If you're quietly in the water, then I guess it sounds like you're good. But if you're in a boat, are you talking a little boat or big boat? Big boat. I don't know. This is just so weird. A bigger boat. A boat that makes a lot of noise. So if you go in a boat that makes a lot of noise, it sounds like it's more dangerous for you than if you were in the water swimming around being quiet. Yeah, am I right? Okay, it's weird. Anything else that she should know? Oh, also, if you're in the water, you're probably not going to be out in the ocean. You're going to be like in a little pond or a stream or like a waterfall. So that's another point they want to make. You're not going to be in the same type of water. So I would avoid the ocean, maybe avoid the sea, which is really funny because today is all about the sea. And I just saw I see you. So that's kind of creepy. Is there going to be some kind of sea monster looking at her? Yeah. Okay, don't go in the water. Don't go in the ooh. I don't like the feeling of it. It's bad. It's not a good thing. I don't know what it would be. Gosh, that's so creepy. Ew. Okay, so just stay in fresh water. Just stay in fresh water and you'll be good. Anything else she needs to know? No. All right. Okay, good. Have fun. Have a great trip. Okay. Some sea creature's gonna get you if you go in the ocean. Oh, the things I pick up on. 5166. 5166. Oh, walrus. Oh, he's cute. Hey, little guy. Okay. Walrus 5166. A true love spread for me and my divine masculine, please. Sending you so many hugs and lots of love. So many hugs and lots of love back to you. All right. Oh, I actually feel like you need this deck. Come on, not Titans. I actually feel like pulling one of these animal decks for you as well. I think you just got this deck. Oh, no. Didn't you just get this? Oh my gosh. Peacock Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. That's true. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. But look, there's two peacocks. That's you guys together. So don't gloat that beautiful romance you guys have. Stay humble, but you guys are definitely going to be inspiring other people. Okay, so what's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? What's he thinking and feeling about her right now, please? I just saw a ladybug. He's feeling lucky. Are you lucky? Ooh. The Grim Reaper of Death. And then celebration. So he's transforming, and it's in a really exciting, fun way that you're going to be celebrating and super excited about. He knows he's ignoring an incredible opportunity right now, and he wants to do right by you probably by being with you, taking you out on a date. The Three of Cups can be taking you out on a date. Woo! 10 of Cups, Death and the 10 of Cups. So yeah, he's transforming so you guys can actually have your wish fulfillment together. And 8 of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups, working hard to have that. He's putting together the perfect potion to create the perfect celebration. So he's just, wow, with the 7 of Pentacles, it's like he's really just He's planning. He's doing a lot of planning right now in order to make like the perfect thing come together at the perfect time. Making a judgment call. Oh, that's funny. That's like Pied Piper. Pied Piper, you're the Pied Piper. And the Page of Pentacles. Pied Piper and the Page of Pentacles. So he's choosing the direction he's going with his little map with him. He's planning something and it's going to be really grounded and mature. I feel like he may be thinking about, wow, getting married by ceremony. Like I know he knows the truth of what's going on in our world, so he's just probably wanting to have a secret ceremony where you guys get married. I also feel like he's feeling you intuitively. I feel like he may have broken up with that other person or is trying to figure it out, like how to break up. He got the 4 of Swords with the 7 of Cups. Maybe he feels like that person has kept him in a sleep, and he's going to somebody for help. Like, what potion can I take to break their spell over me? And I just saw, yeah, and I'm going to stand up for myself against you, lady, keeping me with you like that. So that's the Page of Swords. So he's also spying on you. And he wants to come heal things. He's just trying to figure out how he can do that. And then you've got the Knight of Swords. That's somebody coming flying at you. He might be anticipating you're going to give him the cold shoulder, but he's going to break through it no matter what. He's going to keep talking and keep talking and keep talking until you hear him out. So he's going to make some kind of major decision soon to do something toward this connection. Yay, because it's burdening him to be away from you. He knows you're his true love. He has to get up the courage to face some of his demons and to heal, so you guys can have a healthy relationship. Yeah, you make him feel like a little kid, and he wants to give back to you. And he wants to do right by you. I think all the masculines today have had the Justice card, like wanting to make right by you. 2 cards about kind of trying to figure something out, like a potion out. Let me help with that energy, whatever that is that he's trying to figure out. Let me, within his free will, I'm going to offer up some clarity to find the perfect solution for him to help him through whatever he's navigating right now. Shishina po maana ai hala kiens. Sapa he shin shela pum hamaan. Ha la han tata ke sanse she la ona. Oh, papa mama. It's like, the perfect answer. Hapana taihin sa se shikin sa na tapan. Le kupum shishi in the hurricane. Yeah, it's going to get him to where he's so in his power that she comes around and he's just like, get off, like you're a flea, like just get off, get out, I said no, get out of here, like totally in his power, like not even contemplating, oh, but I look so beautiful, don't I? And oh, but I've left, and I've changed. He's gonna be like, yeah, nice little song and dance. Not hearing it, not wanting it. Bye bye. Talk to the hand. Good for him. So what is this? Oh yeah, he's listening to his intuition. And he's also trying to stay really even keel as he goes so he doesn't trip up anything. And he's trying to just be really, I feel like, really careful. That's why you haven't heard from him. It's not that he's dropped any feelings or anything. It's not that you're not super important to him. It's that he wants to do it and he wants to do it right. And so he is going to be like checking off every little tiny box as he goes along, making sure everything goes perfect. Okay. So 5167. 5167. 5167. Ooh, a shark. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Sing along. You're like, thanks for getting that stuck in my head. Stupid song. All right. I couldn't resist. He looks pretty happy. All right. So, what is she thinking about her right now, please? What is she feeling and thinking about her right now, please? And she's listening to a lot of songs that make her think of you. Okay. Oh, 2 cups. First card. And then she's burdened in her heart, working really hard, also trying to figure something out to give back to you. She's celebrating your love. 3 of Cups with the 2 of Cups. She's transforming the burden. That would be a good thing. And working really hard to heal it. Okay. And then wants the end of a difficult time. She's trying to figure out how the hell she does it. This, to me, my dear, looks like she's trying to pick out some flowers, doesn't it? Maybe she's actually going to give back. Wouldn't that be amazing? Ace of Swords. Is that? No, that's 9 of Swords, but I saw it as the Ace of Swords. Isn't that interesting? So 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, she's really worried about giving back to you, like feeling like you're gonna think she's lying or manipulating, or she wants to surprise you. She would love to surprise you, but I feel like she feels terribly insecure about you, what your response is going to be. Like, are you going to get defensive or what? But it's going to be pure joy, and she wants to make sure that whatever she's going to do creates that pure joy. So she's just trying to figure out, do I go this way or do I go that way? And that is the Chariot. That's the Chariot, which is about like breaking through and doing whatever you want to do, like getting balanced and then going forward into that unstoppably. King of Swords, yeah, for sure. She's sticking to her plan. She's going to come up with the best plan ever, and then she's going to go after it, like unwaveringly. She's going to whip it up. She's going to whip it up. That's the 8 of Wands. So that's a lot of communication happening, a lot of things happening at once. How much is she not taking? I feel her heart beating really hard, but her being like ready for this. So I feel like there's something about the shark, that he's a friendly shark. So I feel like she's maybe made friends with an enemy, or somebody she thought was an enemy is actually helping her now. Not taking, says she not I. Or it could be somebody she thought was going to be against your connection, who's turned out to be for your connection, i.e., maybe her father, possibly. That would be pretty awesome, right? All right, so let's look at a couple of these oracle cards real quick. The butterfly relationship, evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. Hallelujah. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yay. Yeah, mask. She knows she was hiding her true feelings. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaiting messages arrives. Awaited a message arrives. Text, call, email. Wow. Did you hear that? Annie just meowed outside the door. That's total confirmation. Hi, baby girl. I'll be out in just a second, honey. Okay. She, by the way, when I did my Qigong this morning, she came over and laid against my foot. That was amazing. I love that. Okay. For some reason, I feel like actually pulling an animal spirit, an animal oracle. And these are from this deck. They're incredible. I would highly recommend them. Jody Bergsma is an amazing artist, and her messages with these animals is just amazing. So, which animal is helping the collective right now before we do our blissing? Which animal is helping the, well, okay, let me just put up something for you guys for this part for the timestamper's sake. What is that? Okay, it's a hermit crab. Okay, honey, hang on. Okay, hermit crab for the general blissing and the oracle card messages for the collective of those who are watching right now. Okay. Wow, the eagle. Now, the eagle to me is also about like fine tuning to where you can hear your higher self. You can hear you can hear your higher self by quieting your mind really well. So, eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Wow. If you guys haven't watched that Empress video, Meet Your Empress, definitely watch that video because this is what that's talking about. This is about us getting into our Empress energy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I laughed so hard. Somebody wrote me a note and they said, "Oh my God, Amy, I love that video. The surprise in that video shocked me so much that I actually jumped." And I still think about that sometimes and start laughing. The fact that she jumped, like I picture her. And I actually did too. I watched it even knowing what was going to happen because I tried to watch it from your guys' standpoint and I jumped. Even knowing it was going to happen. Isn't that funny? So yeah, we are coming into our Empress energy now. Okay. So we're here to be the leaders. All right. So let's do a blissing. As long as it's for everybody's highest good and within everybody's free will, it will be amplified, whatever you are going to set your intention on right now. So just relax your shoulders, take a deep breath. Oh, and the daily boosters have been getting a lot of protection for their animals lately. So I've been really working on your animals. Just try to be very, very attentive to them right now. Get energy work done on them. Do not take them to a vet. They're just as dangerous as doctors. Don't put the V in those poor little sweethearts. It's getting very damaging for them. Just do energy work on them, learn Reiki and do energy work on your animals because it looks like they really need support. They're really going through a lot of facing their own shadows and insecurities and things as well as we are. So remember your animals at this time. They're going through the same stuff with the solar flashes and things as we are. So please try to support them. And I would if you don't have the pet oracle deck and you feel so inclined to get one, I would absolutely do that right now. La poho maana shishin tataike la ans. La ki pom pa oshin tatai. La anatai han taiki shishinan. That I just saw something about like it seemed like a children's song having to do with a red bus or something. I have no idea what that song could be, but maybe that would be soothing for your child, or maybe you don't listen to it anymore and they really want it back. I don't know. Or maybe you had a red bus when you were little, whatever that means for you, if it means anything for you at all. Then that's your little encouragement or your little nudge. Anything else? I just got Where the Red Fern Grows, which is a horribly sad movie. Horrible, horrible, horrible sad. But it's about dealing with the death of an animal. So let me do a special blessing just for your animals right now. And I've been sending blessings to the daily subscribers animals lately a lot, but let's just cover any animals that are reaching out for help right now while they're watching this video. They're gonna get it. Okay. Hama shishina teki e la ha ai pom pamaan. Ha la shishin ki ina tale e san se he pem pem ha ana aike. Ho la shishi na teki pem pem ma ana te la ki insan. She la ki san se pem 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 ha na ein. La 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 san se shiki he he e na ai pepe ma man. Ha la he ke insan se shiki he he e sa se na taike. Hala hapa shishinke ehe ina ein. Hala kidina tai. Okay, so I just got a message from one of my cats this morning. I looked at my own pet deck. And it said, I want to cuddle with you just as much as you want to cuddle with me. I just feel really shy and awkward. So that's a message for somebody out there. I feel like you need to hear that too. So just keep encouraging the affection and the cuddling and things like that. And just remember to use positive reinforcement, encourage them with the things that you really enjoy and love about them. I have a video that I made specifically for pets that I think you guys would really love if you didn't watch it. Just put in the name Amy Satori and pets or animals. Try both of those words if it doesn't come up, but it's a talk specifically on that actually tells you how to properly care for your animals as well and things to look out for and things they typically think and all kinds of things. So if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch that because we really need to be supporting our animals right now. And watch the beginning of the last Q&A, I think is where I put it. There's this idea that is just such a great idea for those of you who'd be interested in it. Join with like-minded people who also have animals and get on Telegram, send each other messages to each other's animals if they're going through something. Like they go through stuff all the time. They get butt hurt over stuff. They get their feelings hurt. They have trauma that comes up from the past. They have all kinds of things that happen and it causes them to do some certain types of behaviors and things. And like, it was funny because one of my cats, they know that I'm in one of these groups with a couple of friends of mine, and I give them reports on what my cats are doing throughout the day or whatever, and they know the issues that they're kind of trying to work through. And one particular day, one of my cats was struggling with a certain issue, and she said, "Please don't tell the moms." And I said, honey, if you don't want me to tell the moms, then you don't do the behavior. That's how that works. Like I have to be honest with them. And so if you want me to give them a good report, then you do good things. That's how that works. And she was just like, okay, and so yeah, then the next day she did much better, and she actually did something that I was super proud of, and then I was able to tell the moms the good stuff so that the moms could leave her voice messages and say, oh my gosh, you did such an incredible job, I'm so proud of you. And then she got the, oh, okay, well, I love how this works. So just remember that our animals have feelings too, and that they're just like us. They just can't talk, which is so hard for them, if you can imagine. So please be there for them, support them, and love them the best you possibly can. And I want to see if Annie wants to come in here right now real quick. Let's see. Come on. Oh, she's such a turtles. She did the turtles. Yeah. Yeah, that's my little girl, Annie. That's Annie. She's my little ray of sunshine. She's my little ray of sunshine. Turtles. Yeah. Hi. You're gonna come back up here? Okay. I'm just shaking the table. Just shaking the table, you sweetheart. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good, huh? Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Is she gonna knock the pen down? Okay. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, baby. Okay, so she's a little restless right now. I'm gonna go take care of her needs, but you guys have a beautiful day and weekend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And yeah. Oh, what's that about? Tickle toes, tickle toes, tickle toes. Make them laugh. Give them a, you know what? Go to Telegram. If you haven't yet, go to Telegram and check out my living room. It might inspire you. It might inspire you because it's an absolute cat playground. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye for real.